Greetings, everyone. Stephen Donaco here with our daily feeling connected meditation, because social distancing doesn't have to isolate us energetically. And the theme of the meditation today is extending the energetic reach of our social synapses. So we're going to meditate on that and invite you all to become centered. And as usual, one of the quickest ways to become attuned to yourself, perhaps the quickest way, is to focus on your breathing. And just feel the rhythm of your inhale and exhale. And as we've been doing in this meditation series, very consciously feeling the connection of yourself to the planet through the power of the Earth's gravity. And this is a common connection we all share, being connected to the Earth by gravity. And that in itself is an energetic connection, the gravitational pull of the Earth. So focusing on breathing, and then feeling connected to the Earth. And through that shared connection, the fact that all of us are connected by the gravity of the Earth, allow that to be the channel for our connection to one another on Earth. So we extend the energetic reach of our social synapses. So in the brain, information gets communicated through the synapses. And in the brain, those synapses don't actually physically touch one another, but there are gaps, and the information shoots or jumps the gap. So from synapse to synapse, there's a connection made energetically. And taking that idea into our meditation, invite us to hold that image of a connection being created between and among two or more things that aren't physically touching, but rather there's an energetic spark, if you will, that jumps the gap from one entity to the other. And in a social domain, this is a energetic connection between and among people, from one to another. Now, when we are physically together, and if you're carefully out and about in these times, the minimum distance that's suggested is at least 6 feet. And I invite you to just picture in your mind's eye that if someone was physically with you, standing 6 feet apart, how would you communicate? And of course, we can hear one another from a 6 foot distance. So there's the medium of the voice. And then if there isn't the voice, or if we choose to communicate another way, while standing 6 feet apart, what would that way be? And we could do it through a facial expression, body language, and even the power of our intention. And in your own life's experience, you might come across a person or even a group of people, and you might have an intuitive sense of how that person or those people are feeling, and you might have an intuitive sense about how safe it is or how open they are to communicating with you. So that's an energetic feeling that we all have the ability to assess. And often, and this is the electromagnetic energetics of the heart that we can attune to one another through. So in a sense, that's a social synapse. When we're not physically connected, but in one another's presence, we can feel into the mood, the energy, the attitude of the other. Now, in this time, when we are in meditation and when you are in your dwelling, and if there aren't others around in your immediate area because you're at home or wherever it happens to be, we conceptualize through the power of imagination and feel into the connection through a mindful awareness of the social synapse that extends beyond 6 feet. And indeed, when we come into meditation together, and whether you're here live or listening to the recording, there is someone else somewhere meditating with you. And assuming that there are many people meditating at any given time, and that you are joining the meditative field, you are never alone. And we are never alone. This is our mantra for this series. We are never alone. So just energetically feel into the presence of all other meditators, whether they're part of this particular meditation or some other meditation or meditating on their own. And just feel into the meditation field. A form of feeling connected through that version of the social synapse. So we share a connection to the earth through the gravitational field. We can envision in our mind's eye the presence of others literally in the room with us, if we desire to do that. And then through the power of the social synapse and our experience of it, we can expand our consciousness to include connection to all of those who are meditating at this very moment. And we share energetically a meditation field. So as you continue to feel connected in that field, as you go deeper into the field and attune all the more strongly to that connection, just hold that feeling and continue to feel more deeply for a few moments in the silence. Feeling connected in the meditative field being mindful of the social synapse that's ever present through our imaginative powers and the power of our energetic connection to the earth and to one another in this moment. We are never alone. Feeling connected. We are never alone. And then as you continue to remain attuned in the field, just know and realize and understand that you can return to this state at any time, even if it's just for a few moments, by attuning to the power of your own social synapse, of your own presence as a node in the social synaptic network. And then feel through the gravity of the earth your connection to the planet, and therefore the shared connection of us all. And now gently begin to bring your awareness back to your embodied self, attuning to the rhythm of your breathing, feeling your chest expand and contract with every inhale and exhale. Perhaps wiggling your fingers and toes a little just to increase your embodiment, your feeling of embodiment. Take in another nice deep breath into your belly. Expand the gut, hold it at the top for a moment, and then release with a sigh. And when you're ready, open your eyes, be here and be aware right now. So thank you for joining me in our daily feeling connected meditation, because social distancing doesn't have to isolate us energetically. So remember, we are never truly alone. So keep up your own consciousness practice of feeling connected. Peace, health, and namaste.